Hi everyone, so my name is Keisha Ayyasi Fadiyah and I'm a sixth semester student from the Mathematics Education Department. So in today's video, I'm going to explain one of the topics from English for Mathematics, which is about number systems. So what are we going to talk about today? We'll start with a quick introduction to number systems, then move on to the types of number, followed by some examples, and finally we'll wrap things up with a conclusion. So let's get into it. So, what are number systems? A number system is basically a systematic way of representing and organizing numbers so they can be used in mathematical operations and real-life applications. It provides a structure for understanding different types of numbers, such as natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers, and irrational numbers. Now let's take a look at the types of numbers in the number system. There are 6 main types that we're going to talk about. First is natural numbers. These are the basic counting numbers starting from 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. They don't include 0 or any negative numbers. And then we have whole numbers. Whole numbers include all natural numbers plus 0. So the set becomes 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Just like natural numbers, they don't include negative or fractions. And then there are integers. Integers include positive numbers, negative numbers, and 0. So we get a complete set like -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, and so on. Next is rational numbers. A rational number is any number that can be written as a fraction where both the numerator and denominator are integers. And the denominator is not 0. For example, 1/2, -5/5, and there's 5. I know 5 is a whole number, but since 5 is equal to 5/1, so it include in rational number. And then 0.75, 0.333, and so on. Basically, if the decimal ends or repeats, it's rational. Then we have irrational numbers. These are numbers that cannot be written as fractions. Their decimal forms go on forever without repeating. Example, roots of 2, pi, and e. These numbers often appear in geometry, algebra, and real-world measurements involving circles or roots. And finally, we have real numbers. Real numbers include all rational and irrational numbers. That means any number that has a position, the number line is a real number, whether it's a whole number, a negative number, a decimal, or square root. Let's look at some examples to better understand these types. First, is 5 a natural number? The answer is yes. 5 is a natural number because it's a positive whole number used for counting. Since it's also not negative and doesn't include fraction, it fits perfectly in natural numbers. Second, is pi a rational number? The answer is no. Pi is an irrational number because it cannot be expressed as a fraction, and its decimal form never ends or repeats. It's commonly used in geometry, especially with circles. Third, are irrational numbers part of real numbers? The answer is yes. Irrational numbers are part of real numbers. Real numbers include both rational and irrational numbers, which means any number that can be represented on the number line is a real number. So even though numbers like roots of 2 or pi can't be written as exact fractions, they still belong to the set of real numbers. So to wrap this up, there's a conclusion. Understanding number systems is essential because it helps us classify and work with different kinds of numbers in a structured way, from basic counting with natural numbers to more complex concepts like irrational numbers. Each type plays an important role in mathematics. And by knowing the differences, we can solve problems more effectively and understand how numbers work in real life. All of these number types together form the real number system, which is the foundation for most of the math we use every day. Okay, so that's all for today's video. I hope this explanation helped you understand more about number systems and the types of number we use. Don't forget to leave a comment if you have any questions, and feel free to share this video with your classmates. Thank you for watching and good luck. See you.